What is divorce? Is it a tragedy and the end of life, or an open door to freedom? What do men talk about when they get together? What do they think about love and family? And what secrets do they hide? The international festival Andriivskyi Fest, jointly with the Kote Mardzhanishvili State Academic Drama Theatre, raised these issues in the play titled Men. See for yourself, it's a full house. My soul is full of total rejoicing and satisfaction. It is absolutely wonderful. Theater is communication with one another and communication between the actors and the audience. Theater is a professional art, and theater is always about expressing new emotions, because this gives us positive emotions and it helps us understand that we are alive and well. It's not just a performance, not just pleasure and not just art. There is more to it than that. It's a pleasure to get acquainted with other theaters and see a completely different acting and another school. Andriivskyi Fest is flourishing in terms of space, and that is why large theaters are working with us. This festival is becoming a major attraction. I love theater. I love the magic of theater. I wait for the curtain to open and the fairy tale to start. When I stage a performance, I am nobody. I'm neither a woman nor a man. I do not know who I am. Theater is not work. Theater is fate. Andriivskyi has visited Ukraine many times, and she is sure that the local viewer is clever and benevolent. Generally speaking, our people are very similar. Therefore, I strongly believe that we have something in common. For example, I consider this country to be my second homeland. I love your city and country, and here I feel myself at home. Tsitsino has already staged several plays in the Gogol Poltava Music and Drama Theatre. They had been very successful. I staged performances in Poltava. The play Hanuma is still being staged, and it is very popular among viewers. I'm very happy that we were given the chance to present our performance in Kyiv as well. The Kote Mardzhanishvili Theatre in Tbilisi is a large permanent theatre with a long history. Today, its actors adequately present their skills at international festivals. The embassy organized the arrival of the Mardzhanishvili Theatre. The festival, play and theatre are a combination of new books, new interests, new pages of life and new emotions. It's like learning. I consider it a grand holiday. We need this cultural exchange. It's very beneficial for our actors and our theater to tour and show themselves. It's interesting because you have an opportunity to enjoy performances, movies by other directors, your colleagues. You cannot watch them every day. You will never see such performances if you do not attend this remarkable festival. Festivals are events where different cultures meet. All people have a different vision of the same performance. It's interesting. There are even modern plays, and you can either appreciate them or not. These experiments help you look for something new, develop and go forward. Sometimes there is something you don't like or don't like about it, but it's something new, and then you find something good in it. I'm personally interested in this initiative. Spectators as well as actors believe that international theater gatherings will give unexpected impressions and new opportunities. But not everyone can go to a festival in Edinburgh or Avignon. For this reason, other cultures are brought to them, because such notions as love and family in an international language are clear to everyone. These issues are identical all over the world. Cultures are different, but these things are identical in the US, Ukraine and Georgia. And we thank the theater director and Mardzhanishvili actors for raising the issue of what is most important in life. A true comedy, contrary to the convictions of ancient Greeks, is a very serious and complex genre. It offers some food for thought. The performance Man, based on Neil Simon's play The Odd Couple, is about the relations of people who love each other, but for some reason it is very difficult for them to live together. And no matter where they live, in New York or in Paris, in Tbilisi or in Kiev, the problems are the same. I think this humor is not only for Americans, but is also understood by Georgians and you. This is humor that is understood by all nations. There are such words that can touch the hearts of all people around the world, and I firmly believe that probably everyone can laugh at and enjoy such humor. Neil Simon is the favorite author of director Andriivskyi. He is the godfather of American comedy, a master of the entertainment repertoire, and a holder of the Pulitzer Prize in literature. I like this playwright. We adapted his play. We staged it with Georgian characters, and it's very interesting. Those unaware of the play would never think that it was first staged in the US, because it is exactly about us, Georgians. The story tells about two close friends. It's Friday night. Oscar's 8-room apartment hosts a male company to play poker. But one of the players, Felix, is late, and as it turns out, his wife threw him out of the house.
Neil
Simon's play was adapted to Georgia. It's very easy and about everyday life. As if friends gather together at night and play poker. They're like classmates, and the viewing audience can understand it. There is no problem with such a scenario. Oscar, whose wife also left him with their children, offers Felix to move into his apartment, and they begin to build their lives as they want to. The laughter and humor of the play is that two men living under one roof face the same situation as they do in their families. They simply quarrel about trivial things. The play also raises the problems of our Georgian men, because these issues are close to our hearts. I like to stage human relations, but I want to show the most important and valuable thing in life. I mean that we should love and help each other, and that we should preserve friendship and love. All couples are odd and individual. I would advise everyone to remember those first minutes when they fell in love and were ready to uproot trees for each other. Georgian actors presented their interpretation of the play and its characters' actions. And most importantly, they showed viewers why people in love get divorced. This problem is serious and far from a joke. No, it's a comedy. It raises many issues. It just focuses on such types of people. They are everywhere, and you had to meet them. I wish no one a husband like that. The play is multifaceted, has many deep meanings, and shows ridiculous situations in life, which are mainly reflected in dialogues. But is American humor clear to the Georgian and Ukrainian audience? Nothing of the kind. We have our Georgian humor, but I think it's not Georgian humor, rather that of all people. I think that audience will worry about them and love them. This is exactly what happened. In Poltava, I staged the performance Women. I involved Ukrainian actresses. I adapted it to the Ukrainian mentality, and it was warmly welcomed by the local audience. The play is about men, and everyone thinks that the whole act goes without women. And then we, with other actresses, appear, and in my opinion, we can amuse the audience even more. We act as neighbors, and we appear at the end of the play. He can appear in a good comedy or a high-class tragedy. Genre is not important for actor Andriivskyi Tatishvili. He considers a director's professionalism and his partners on the stage to be the main elements, which give birth to new art performances in the theater. I'm not interested in usual characters. I consider work with professionals to be the main criterion. I can act with pleasure in both a comedy and a drama. The main thing is to engage talented professional actors. There's a wide belief that it's easy to act in a comedy, but this genre is difficult and has its pitfalls. Most actors are sure about this, and the director's task is not to make the audience laugh, rather to open audiences' eyes to important issues in life. There's no need to follow viewers. They may laugh at our jokes and the comical situation, but we should follow our way. And it's wrong to act what the viewer wants to see. I try not to do this. Here we have a comedy, and it also reflects our thoughts and our pain. And when I see how viewers react to this, crying and painfully experiencing some scenes, and then applaud, then I understand that I put the accents in the right way. And the viewer accepts all this and undergoes profound changes deep inside. It is precisely for this purpose that theater exists. Actors of the Georgian theater prepared for their appearance before the Ukrainian audience not only with excitement, but with great pleasure. Each performance is an event and a play acting for them. They were so happy to visit Ukraine. They were in high spirit for these 2 days. Today they will put it into their work and inspire viewer. I very much hope for this. It's hard to overestimate the role of viewer in the theater. He's a friend, an enemy, and a favorite partner. Theater does not exist without viewers. I stage for them. They must leave the theater as much better people and with good positive emotions. This is the main thing for me. I adore my viewers. It was an excellent performance. I felt like being in Tbilisi among my male friends, felt their thoughts and conversations. The festival is also an opportunity to understand what the world of art breathes and to share the invaluable experience of acting, according to Andriivskyi Fest. Actors are egoists in the positive sense of the word. We absorb all key information from performances. I mean, not stealing it, but taking advantage of it. There is one problem for me. Earlier, our performances were equipped with radio. Now, the subtitles go separately from the performance. International format includes foreign languages. Very few of those present in the Kyiv theater could speak Georgian, and the subtitles accompany the colorful Georgian language of the play. Therefore, Timur Kiladze is concerned about how to watch and read simultaneously. And what about theater? It's living, eye contact and facial expressions. It's like playing ping pong. The Georgian viewer sees, hears and understands everything, and the necessary reaction of the actors was also instant. This is exactly why the performance is so widely popular in Georgia. It enjoys great success in sold-out audience halls at home simply because it is done in the native language. I also wrote 2 plays that were staged in different countries, and I'm well aware of theater productions. It looks alive. If this author's numerous plays were staged, then he reached the depths of people's hearts. Despite the translation, the performance with Georgian artists fascinated the Ukrainian audience. Unclear places were fully compensated by emotions and the inimitable Georgian temperament. The wisdom of word, the depth of feelings, and the expressiveness of plastic are what theater is about, and its magic is perpetually eternal. Culture brings different peoples and traditions closer because it is about sincere dialogue. I think that everything that unites us, including culture, makes us stronger. Probably it's in the first place, number 1. Of course, the world discovers Ukraine. They come and see how Ukraine and its capital Kyiv are great.
Другими глазами, когда мы им показываем, мы видим, что это столица, что это большой город и большая страна. И эта страна им нравится.
And they like our country. It's true.
Точно, 100% говорю. Им действительно Украина очень нравится, и они с удовольствием.
They're always happy to visit Ukraine.